Hey, happy Sunday, everybody. Mark again here at WeatherMan Plus. Now, I'm going to update you on these next upcoming storms because we have a train of storms coming. It's not going to be this one coming off first. There's going to be a surface low form up right when it goes off Florida, but it is going out to the Atlantic. It's not going to be anything coming from that. But we do have a possible nor'easter plus a big system setting up in the center of the U.S., plus a even bigger one coming later down the road, which we will update later. It's just too far to be sure. And we do have our giveaway. That will be for today. An update on our power outages. You can see that Texas is still at 66,000 without power. Arkansas is still 24,000. And California is at 14,000. We even have Florida with almost 5,000 without power. So there's still outages from that ice storm that they just had. And you can see for the next 6 to 10 days how the below average temperatures does go towards the south central. This will also go into northern Mexico. You'll be in your average temperatures in the white, and you're still above average in this orange red, and this will change. And this is what Euro did show when I showed you last month. That we're going to be above average temperatures and all this for February and below average on the west and upper Midwest. That has not changed. But remember, we still have these systems coming through from the southwest up to the Great Lakes, and that could pull cold air further down and get some cold fronts during this time. It just means for the whole month, this will be your average. But it will bring flooding on the south side of these systems. As you go into Tuesday, you start with a marginal and a slight risk for flash flooding. This does go into Dallas, down to San Antonio, up towards Arkansas and southern Missouri, and you will be in the flash flood risk. As you go to Wednesday, it will mild down, go down to a marginal. Then as you go to Thursday, it's a smaller risk as it goes across the southeast. Now you can see for the next 72 hours with National Weather Service that you do get heavy precipitation for Washington and Oregon, also for Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas for the next 72 hours. And when you go with the Euro and go past the 72 hours, you can see how this starts adding up to a lot of precipitation all the way to Thursday, especially southern Missouri, southern Illinois, southern Indiana, western Tennessee, Kentucky, and northern Arkansas. A big hot spot for some heavy rainfall, including southeastern Texas. Some big hot spot for some rainfall coming your way. You can see this here on National Weather Service. So 3 days, 5 days, next 7 days. It really starts adding up to 2 inches plus of rainfall possible. That's why you have the flash flooding risk. Now, first off, we have this little system that comes through the upper Midwest, and you can see the freezing line right here. So there is going to be a little bit of snowfall with that first one. We still have our polar jet, our jet stream in the north, and we still have our subtropical jet in the south, and these two are meeting right here in the center of the U.S. But as you go through Tuesday and Wednesday, you do get a severe weather outlook in front of this system. As it goes through Tuesday, it's a small outlook, but this goes towards the upper Midwest as well. Remember, we're going on that higher ridge with a lot of these storms, and that will bring a little bit of snowfall with that as well as we set up for the next one for Thursday, and that strengthens up even more, bringing possible damage and winds with it as well. Now, the difference between the Euro and the GFS is once you get 5 days out, and we all know everything changes in about 5 days, but you can see how the system goes towards the northeast, brings something weak, maybe a weak nor'easter. I'm still showing it's going to be too warm for the I-95 corridor. Then you have a clipper coming through Canada that could come by and bring a proper snowstorm with the freezing temperatures within that system. And here's the difference with the GFS. You have that system coming through, bringing that snowfall to the northern half of the U.S., while you have that polar jet way up here. But we have that system coming through for Tuesday and Wednesday, bringing you severe weather for Tuesday. And then as it goes towards the upper Midwest, you can see it's actually a clipper that comes down and gets together with this system. Brings a freezing line all the way down towards the Tennessee, Kentucky Valley, and that goes towards the northeast, showing a potential nor'easter as well. Now you can see it does have the freezing temperatures, but on the ground level, so close to the coast, this is going to pull the warm temperatures with it. So the I-95 corridor really won't see much, if any, snowfall just yet out of these systems. But we do have the bigger one coming, and take this with a grain of salt. This is still 7 days away, and that bigger one is the one that really could do something and bring winds a lot stronger than what we're going to see with these first few. And you can see this with National Weather Service. So by later on this afternoon, you're going to start getting thunderstorms along the west coast while you're getting that precipitation, more snowpack in the higher elevations. While you're getting storms for Florida, and that will create a surface low and move out for Monday. No big threat to anybody. You might even get some snowfall for the intercoastal Northeast as this cold front pushes through on that system for Monday, bringing you some snowfall. That rain will change. But as we go through Tuesday, then we have the system building up, and you see how many people are just getting some snow. The light blue is a chance for snow. The dark blue is more likely where the snow will be. Also, this purple, there is a mix. There is some freezing rain that is going to be coming with this system. As you go through Tuesday, it moves a little further east and about stops the ramping of that system. You get your severe weather in the south. As you go through Wednesday, your thunderstorms grow. As you go through Thursday, you get this big pressure system in the center of the U.S. Now, so far, they don't have much snowfall. All this light blue is a likely chance for snow. But GFS and Euro are both agreeing that it will bring snowfall, probably major snowfall with this system. This will update. It always updates when it's a few days away. Then as you go through Friday, not much, maybe some on a wraparound as you get this next cold front coming through that is going to the southeast. You go to Saturday, you can see it brings a nor'easter to northeast, but I-95 corridor is going to be getting rain. It's just too warm, too close to the coast as this high pressure just expands with the cold air. And by Sunday, it's going to expand all the way down into the Gulf of Mexico with these cold temperatures. Now, even though we're in above average pattern, like I said before, these systems will bring the cold air further to the south. So for today, your highs for today, you can see how it's going towards the west coast. Their highs is going to be in the 40s and 50s. As you go through Monday, it's going to start moving in. Tuesday, when you get that severe weather, you still got the highs in the 40s. Your lows will be in the 20s, even some single digits and teen temperatures. As you go through Wednesday, it's going to come further down towards the south central. Thursday is really going to build, and Friday is when your highs are going to be in the 30s and 40s, and your lows are actually going to be in the 20s and 30s for Texas. New Mexico, the western side of the U.S. is going to see a lot of snowpack as well as a lot of cold temperatures. And as it moves in for Saturday morning, you can see how these cold temperatures are starting to move towards the southeast. These are your lows for Saturday. But you can see here on your temperatures why everything is not doing too much. So as you go Tuesday into Wednesday, you get your system forming up right here, and everything is in high 30s and 40s on the south side, so it's not doing too much. But as you move through Thursday, that's where it moves through the upper Midwest and it starts tapping into these frozen temperatures. All on the western side of this system. We'll see snowfall where everybody else is seeing storms. Then as that moves out through the northeast, you can see that you do get the cold air coming in. For Friday, it does push down like National Weather Service says. But once it goes towards the northeast and it comes in for Saturday, that's where it comes all the way down and it brings 20s and 30s towards the southeast, even bring some 30s and some 40s in the morning for Florida, getting 50s all in the Gulf. But you can see for the northeast, for the nor'easter, that you get this system that forms up and it don't do much. Right when it starts forming up, everybody is just too warm along the I-95 corridor, and the snowpack will be intercoastal for the northeast while y'all get some rain on that nor'easter. So far after this swings by for Saturday and Sunday, then your temperatures come across the northeast. So be careful, whatever rainfall did fall, it could be some black ice in the morning with these very cold temperatures coming through. Now you can see this setup on the Euro as you go into Tuesday and then go into Wednesday. While you're having your severe weather down here in the south, you have this cold pocket that stayed with it from the southwest, and it is bringing snowfall on the western side of that system. A little bit for Oklahoma, Kansas, northern Missouri, goes into Iowa, brings the freezing rain and the snow towards Wisconsin as you go through Thursday. Then as it swings out through the northeast, you can see that it does build some snowpack on the western side of that system crossing across Ohio Valley. As you get this big 540 line of freezing temperatures coming down for Friday, then you get that nor'easter in the northeast for Sunday and Monday, but it don't bring any snowfall. Everything is just too warm, and these cold temperatures will be chasing that system, so you won't get a proper nor'easter out of that. But you also can see that on the eastern side and the southern side of the system that it is bringing some potential for some damage and winds as you go Tuesday into Wednesday. As it goes to the Ohio Valley, for Thursday, it strengthens up with the winds. And as it goes out for Friday, it could bring some winds towards the northeast as well while you're getting those storms. So far, that first system coming through that's bringing that little bit of snowfall could bring some 40 miles per hour wind gusts with pockets of 50 in the orange. But when that second system comes from Tuesday into Wednesday, that's where your winds could pick up again. You have 50 miles per hour winds in all of this orange, even for the Ohio Valley, as it goes out through the northeast and bringing winds along the coast. And like I said before, there could be something coming bigger and stronger after that, but it's just too far to be sure. I will keep you updated. And so far, they do have a severe weather outlook for Tuesday when this system comes. It's not super big, but you do have a 5% right here for Texas. It's for Houston, Corpus Christi, Pasadena, Beaumont, and College Station, Texas. But you can see as you go Tuesday into Wednesday that you do have a chance for hail. This is your lightning strikes. And when you have it all the way up to that pink, you have chances for hail. The white would be large hail. I don't see too much white in there, just a little speck here and there. Mostly it's in a pink, so you do have chances for hail for Tuesday and Wednesday as that storm passes by Texas. So far, it's not carrying in too far for Wednesday for the southeast. It is going to be some storms, but there's not a severe weather outlook for that just yet. But you also can see with the Euro that on the wraparound, it is bringing snowfall for Oklahoma, Kansas, northern Missouri, going into Iowa, going into Wisconsin, even bringing major snowfall. All that purple is 5 to 7 inches. All that pink is 9 inches to a foot. And then as you get that second system, it could add a little bit more for the central U.S., the Ohio Valley, Tennessee, Kentucky Valley, 1 to 2 inches, but nothing for the northeast. GFS shows this as well. It's a little bit northern. It's not as far south down Wisconsin, but still showing it'll bring some snowfall from Oklahoma all the way to Iowa, and still showing major snowfall from Iowa and Wisconsin. And agreeing when that second system comes out for the nor'easter potential, that it's not bringing much of a potential. It's still too far to be sure. This is still 6 days away, guys. This could change, but National Weather Service is seeing rain for the I-95 corridor. And when that system comes in for Tuesday and Wednesday on the northern side, not only the snowfall, it could bring freezing rain for Iowa, Wisconsin, northern Michigan, also for the New England states. Chances for freezing rain to add up out of that system. And you can see this with National Weather Service. So for today, you do have mixed precipitation, all this blue. You have snowfall in the white. You have rain in the green, but you got thunderstorms for southern Florida with some mixed precipitation for the eastern Ohio Valley, intercoastal northeast. As you go for tomorrow, you see how you have this rain here, but now you have mixed precipitation and all this freezing rain, and that will gather towards the northeast as well. Mixed precipitation and freezing rain with rain along the I-95 corridor. And that's when you're going to start getting your severe weather as we go Tuesday into Wednesday. So this is where everything is going to start. And this system after that is the one that's bringing that snowfall from Oklahoma to Wisconsin. Now remember, I will keep you updated. I don't want to go too far ahead. Now this is our weather station we are giving away for today. Now I do have a bunch more of these guys. Remember, I am giving these away every other day. I'm going to try and keep this going all year long. Y'all have the best community I've ever seen on any YouTube channel, and y'all really are great. So if you want to be eligible for this, you have to be a subscriber, you have to hit the like button, and you got to put the comment WeatherMan. I'm going to keep WeatherMan. I liked how y'all all responded with WeatherMan instead of radar, so y'all did keep up with me. So I don't want to switch it every single time, but I will switch it from time to time. So make sure you put WeatherMan in the comments to be eligible to win this for tomorrow. And it does connect to Weather Underground, and it gives you a huge display to see, not just with the app, guys. This is a great station. But as you can see right now, there's not a lot going on. We have some storms in southern Florida. We have some storms come through Washington, Oregon, and California. And this is the beginning of this transition. That's why I wanted to update y'all, let you know what was going on with these systems before all the fear porn comes out of this being the next major, huge, significant, whatever. It is what it is. I showed you from National Weather Service what your impacts will be. It's not going to be something super massive. It is going to be a chance for a strip of snow. It is going to bring a lot of rain for a lot of people. So I will keep you updated. Thank you so much for your time. God bless every single one of you. Hope you have the best Sunday possible out there. Proverbs 28, 1 through 6. The wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are bold as a lion. For the transgression of a land many are the princes thereof, but by a man of understanding and knowledge the state thereof shall be prolonged. A poor man that oppresseth the poor is like a sweeping rain which leaveth no flood. They that forsake the law praise the wicked, but such as keep the law contend with them. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. Better is the poor that walketh in his uprightness than he that perverse in his ways, though he be rich. Amen. Well, thank you so much for your time today. Your time is very important to me. I hope that I've given you some idea of what is coming in the near future on these storms. I will update you on that big one coming later in February. It's just too far to give you any accuracy for it now. But remember, above all things, all glory does go to Yahweh, our Father in heaven, our God. And may He bless you and keep you very rich in life with you and your family all the days of your life, for His name's sake. Amen. Hallelujah. Have a great Sunday, everybody.